Welcome to SonicWall Video Solutions. My name is Kritika Nakshatri. Today, we will go through the best practices to safeguard admin access to SonicWall. The different ways in which we can safeguard admin access to SonicWall are by setting a strong password, setting up source-based access rules, enabling management only on required interfaces, setting up user accounts for limited or read-only access, setting up log automation, setting up reporting softwares. And last but not the least, it is always a better option to keep a backup of your settings on a regular basis. Today for demonstration, we are using a SonicWall NSA 220 with a firmware version 5.9.0.3. We will be demonstrating a few steps about safeguarding the admin access to SonicWall. First, under System Administration, Administrator name and password. You can give a strong password for the admin account. Also, if the admin name needs to be changed, you can do so. It is recommended that the password contains alphanumeric and special characters. You can refer to online sites which give you common passwords that are normally used by hackers. Avoid these passwords and give a strong password. The length of the password cannot exceed 32 characters. It is also recommended that you change the password as frequently as possible. By default, it is set to 90 days. Next, go to Network Interfaces. Every interface that is configured here has an option to enable management settings. If you click on the Configure option for the interface, you will see the option Management, HTTPS, Ping, SNMP, SSH, and user logins as well. Make sure that the management or user login is enabled only if necessary. It is not recommended to enable the management settings on the WAN interface unless it is necessary for you to access the SonicWall from outside the network. On the LAN, management is already enabled. This is required for SonicWall access. If you disable the management here, you will not be able to access the SonicWall interface at all. Once this option is enabled, click on OK. Go to the Firewall tab, Access Rules, choose drop-down boxes. From zone is LAN, to zone is also LAN. Click on OK. You will see that there are a few rules created for HTTP management, HTTPS management. The source here is set to any by default. You can make this more secure by setting the source to a particular IP or a group of IPs that are authorized to access the SonicWall. Next is user accounts. Let's consider that you have people other than yourself who need to access the SonicWall interface. You can create separate user accounts for these users, provide administrator access, and give them a separate password. You can give a name and password for this user. Under Groups, add SonicWall administrators into the group. This will give full access to these users. If you want to limit their access, you can also add limited administrators or SonicWall read-only admins. Click on OK to save the settings. Also, if you have created a user account for troubleshooting purpose or to give access to a temporary user, make sure that you delete these accounts once the work is complete. The next option is to set up log automation. Under the Logs tab, Automation. In Log Automation, you can set an email address where you want the logs to be sent to. You need to set your email server IP address and a from email address. So when you see the logs on your email account, you will see it from this address. If SMTP authentication is required, you can as well enable SMTP authentication and provide the username and password. Using this option, anytime a user logs into the SonicWall, you will see a log entry for this particular user. This log will be mailed to you by the SonicWall. If you need to go back and check what user has accessed the SonicWall at what time, this would be useful. The next option is to use a reporting software. You can use a software such as Analyzer. Analyzer is a software that needs to be installed on a server. It collects the syslogs from the SonicWall and converts it into a readable format. For the installation and integration of the Analyzer with the SonicWall, you can refer to our other videos. To take a backup of the SonicWall settings, go to the System tab, Settings, Export Settings. Click on Export. This will download a copy of the current settings on the SonicWall. The extension will be a .exp for this particular file. Make sure that you have a backup of the current settings on the SonicWall at any given point of time. This summarizes the best practices to safeguard admin access to SonicWall. To learn more about Dell SonicWall security products, please visit sonicwall.com. For more video tutorials, visit dellsoftware.com/support. I hope this has been informative and thank you for viewing.